Hello and welcome. We're going to talk about, just put it here for a second, Shadowman number 5, the second part of the Dead and Gone story. And we're in like the Old West, and this guy is looking for a lady. You can see here, he runs into some guys, and they're like, "Oh, look at you, looking for a lady." He meets the lady. They're not nice guys. You know, the last book was all about, like, Nazis bad. This book is all about people in the Old West bad. So they end up killing the guy. Blah, 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 blah. Cut forward a little bit. There's an old... Oh, I went a little too far. Oh, actually, this is the page I want. So she made, like, a gree-gree for this kid or whatever. And this guy's like, "What in tarnation witchcraft? Why, I'll tan your hide, you wicked old heathen, because I'm a caricature." And then she's like, "Busu Kublaman is come." I don't know why her voice is like that, but it is. Then we go away from that to over here where some people are playing cards. The lights go out except for his cigarette. That's a really good looking panel. I really like that silhouetting. And then, boosh! A great 2-page like layout here. It's really nice. And some stuff happens, and the glowing lady from back here a couple pages ago, when she's talking to the guy, she's like, "Ah, yeah, you got like another soul with you, or another shadow with you, the one I gave you, plus a new shadow. His name is Jack. A lost soul falling out of time. How curious. I sense Baron Samita's hand in this. What game is he playing, I wonder?" And then he's heartbroken, blah, 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 blah. You know, I just did a review for Cable 159, and I said in that book, this, like, I've said, like, for the last couple issues of Cable, that it was like, you know, this book could have just been a single panel or a couple pages or something in another comic. I don't know why this is so decompressed. Like, okay, the guy's bouncing around time. You literally do not need to show me in each time period a whole 20-page spread about, I don't know what. Is it going to fit into anything? Is it going to tie into anything? Because it doesn't seem like it. We're just seemingly bouncing around at random. Like this comic book. That's what the story's doing. I can't believe I got invested in this because I really liked the first three issues. I was like, oh man, this is like crazy voodoo action, you know. I'm like, oh. You know, one of the reasons I like the James Bond movie Live and Let Die is spending time in New Orleans and on a Caribbean island, investigating, you know, like interacting with this kind of culture. And yeah, maybe it's racist or whatever. It's 40 years old. Come on, what do you want from it? But it's like getting a glimpse into that kind of stuff. And that's kind of like what I was enjoying with Shadowman here. But instead, you know, everything just kind of turns to, you see it? To be continued. And nothing happened. This was a whole big book, and I feel like nothing happened in it. Nothing that mattered. Like, do I care about these guys playing cards? I don't even know who they are. I don't know what's going on. I read this thing. I don't know or care what's happening to any of these people, because they're not the character. They're not the main character of the book. It's supposed to be about the modern-day Shadowman, and instead we're looking at everybody but him. It's like if we did a book called Batman, and instead of having Batman in it, we instead had, Batman's great-great-great-grandfather, Bruce Wayne, who happened to sometimes wear a mask and go prancing about the alleyways in, you know, Strathclyde or wherever. Like, it's got no bearing on anything. And that's kind of what I feel like this is. It's like, well, I don't know what we're doing. I don't see how we're going to tie this together to make a good story when everything that's happening here, everything that's happened in 4, everything that's happened in 5, really just works as like a 2-page spread. Like you have a 2-page spread that shows like, even in the Wild West, there was still a Shadowman. And then you have like that Wild West Shadowman, like look at the camera and look at the, you know, the modern day Shadowman who's falling through time or whatever. And then you loop them all back together at the end of the story. At the end of the one issue that it occupies, at the end of the single issue, issue number 4 of Shadowman, at the end of that single issue where you pull everybody back together and you go, boom, here's like the 8 Shadowmen fighting Baron Samedi at different points in time simultaneously in like, you know, they're like all in the same space-time slice battling Baron Samedi, even though it's a different place in time, the dead side works different than real life, you know, something crazy like that. And instead, we're just kind of wandering around 20 pages at a time, sucking me dry. $3.99 a pop. $3.99 a pop. I might take this off my pull list. I really might. I was just starting to get into this, man. I'm loving Harbinger Wars. I got to read the one that just came out. I really do. I got to read that thing. Anyway, you all have a great day. This was just not my day for comic book reviews, I guess. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, bye-bye.